Welcome. Welcome to some nerd stuff. What episode are we on? This is 4?
52.
We're on episode 4 and or 52. I'm Nathan,
It's Trey.
and it's Trey. We all
Doug
know
Oat.
Trey Galang. We all know Trey.
Yeah, you do. You guys better be watching my podcast.
You know why they call him the Trey? Because he be serving it up.
Just go watch my podcast.
He be serving it up.
Normally, when a YouTube channel is talking about another video, they say finish this video. But after that, I can't.
You can wait to the end of this because I'll put it.
I can't ask you to finish this video after what you just heard. So just go watch my podcast.
Right now, once again, the Trey is serving it up. Vocally serving it up with his opinions.
What's that? Move on? Okay.
Move on. So today, it's a little bit of a slow news day, but we going to give some strong opinions. Well, somebody's going to give strong opinions. Somebody.
It's not you.
Somebody.
Someone has to.
Somebody. So, Tencent, they're in trouble. If y'all don't know who Tencent is, they're basically part of our overlords that you guys don't know.
They're pretty much like a bootleg 50 Cent.
It's like the company that you never heard of that actually accidentally took over the world. That's Tencent. And so we have some Tencent news.
Like Disney?
They're like the underground Disney.
Wow.
We got some PlayStation 5 new game rumors. Can we at least get 4 games for PlayStation 5? Can we get some games? And then we got some South Park news for the 5 people who still watch South Park. I've watched a few episodes. It's still good. All right. What have you consumed lately? What are you playing? You're still just playing sports games, or have you played anything?
I've been playing 2K.
Wild.
I've been playing Five Nights at Freddy's on the Xbox.
You have, for real?
I downloaded it yesterday, and it's interesting because, like I said, like the buttons are just, you can do everything so quick, but the muscle memory is kind of crazy to have to learn.
Really?
Yeah, because like you have to move, everything's with the left. Nothing happens on the right stick. So you look this way with left stick, right, left, and then it's AB, light and door, and then LB for the camera. And
so was it hard because it was originally played on keyboard and mouse?
I played it on the phone first.
I never had was all touchscreen controls.
And I never had a keyboard. So on the touchscreen, obviously you can't be that fast. Mm-hmm. And so on the Xbox, I can go faster, but sometimes I go too fast and I mess up.
And you get jump scares?
No, I really don't lose a whole lot because the whole meta after the third night is light left, light right, closed door, check camera, check light, closed door, check light, closed door.
Oh my god! How is this fun? You're just memorizing patterns.
Yeah, it's you have to, because Freddy is he's a dickhead.
Does this one have Metal Freddy or
no? This is the original game.
Gold Freddy.
Yeah, he does, but I've never seen him yet. So Freddy's a dickhead, right? And so he likes to hide by your door, and he'll sneak in, and you just randomly check the cameras, and you're dead, obviously, right? And so to stop him from doing that, when you check the cameras, you have to close the door. On that game, power is the whole thing.
That's it.
So conserve your power.
Yeah.
But you can't do that because you have to keep the door closed every time you check the camera. So the best way to get around
the door?
because
the door is powered, like it's a power door. Oh.
It's a power door, and the lights and the camera.
Well, I've seen that game, and I think I own it on Steam, a few of them, because it was like a bundle. But when I seen people play that online, I was like, no, thank you. Just sit in a dark room and just keep getting scared all night.
Yeah, the first one isn't that scary because the jump scares, they're really slow, and you have to trigger the jump scare on the first game.
What do you mean? What do you mean you have to trigger it?
Like you can, like I said, you check the light, you check the cameras.
Yeah.
But if you lose, it won't let you check the light or the cameras. So you know you lost. And then when you check the cameras when it happens, you don't get randomly jump scared.
Okay.
So you have to trigger it so you can look away, or
I would have to look away.
You know when it's gonna happen. Unless the only time you don't is if like I said, Freddy sneaks in, which is why you close the door.
It just sounds like panic attack. That's all this sounds like.
The second game, because there's so much going on, is a little different. Because on the second game, you have to check both vents, and then the second game
they
has
crawl through the vents.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it's a Five Nights at Freddy game. So every character has its specific way to kill you.
Oh.
So, like, on the first game,
This is ruining Chuck E. Cheese for me.
yeah, Bonnie's on the left, and so is Foxy, and Chica and Freddy are on the right. So those are the only ways they can kill you.
So when you're doing it, do you kind of see them? Like, will you see them in the doorway and you can close it? Or is it...
So, the best way to play the game is, because Foxy only comes out when you don't check the cameras. Because that's his mechanic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the best way to play it is only to check the cameras for Foxy, because that's the only reason why you check the cameras, because of the power. And then you just check the lights on the right or left side for Bonnie and Chica. You'll be safe that way because they can't kill you otherwise. If you don't see Bonnie or Chica, they can't kill you. Freddy can kill you.
I can't do this.
Secretly, like I was talking about. But Bonnie or Chica, all you have to do is check the light. And if you see them in the light, you just close the door and they go away.
You know what the best thing to come from these Five Nights at Freddy games? The theories. What's his name? Game theories?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've watched almost all the game theories about Five Nights at Freddy.
So
and I'm having to play the game. And it's so good.
I want to go over the second game is all the characters from the first game and all the characters from the second game. Like the toy versions.
Oh, okay.
So I forget.
Is the second one in the bedroom?
No, the second one is in another pizzeria.
Oh, okay.
So the old ones will go in the hallway in front of you, directly in front of you where the old ones go. And then the toy ones and Bonnie and Chica will go in the vents. So you have to check the vents. And
thank you.
Then on the second game, there's a puppet. You have to keep the music box wound up.
Should I get the VR version for PlayStation VR?
I'd play it.
Oh, my God.
Because it's like a whole... You actually have to do things.
You think they really jump at you on the VR one?
Probably. You actually have to do things on that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And then the third one is in an amusement park. There's only one animatronic. But the jump scares happen randomly based on you not checking your levels of oxygen or heat.
Oxygen?
Yeah, because you hallucinate, pretty much. You hallucinate the jump scares. And then the guy can come and kill you. And the fourth game is the one in the bedroom, which is all listening. And that's the only one I haven't beaten because I'm not finna sit there and listen.
Do you know there's one coming out for PS5, right?
What?
It's called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. And I think it's like in a future or something. Like it's not. I don't know if it's VR, but they didn't announce it as a VR, but it's a PS5 game.
Yeah.
Exciting for you fans that like to be scared.
There was the first 4 games. And then there was FNAF World, which is like an RPG, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember when that dropped and people got really mad.
That game was really heavy with lore. And then after that game, there was Sister Location, which had the most interesting gameplay. It was really weird. And then after that, there was Custom Night and Simulator. Custom Night was you had every character ever in the series, and you just customized it pretty much. There was some lore in there, but only when you died. And then the simulator it was a pizzeria simulator, and you had to earn money to buy attractions.
Oh yeah,
and there was animatronics in those attractions, and it was just interesting. That was that. And then there's been more games after that, but that was the last game that I kept up.
But that's that guy's made so much money.
Yeah, he has all of the money now.
Because it's on every system.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah.
So I have been playing. Every once in a while, I get really addicted to a game, and I have to 100% this. I have to do all this stuff. It was UFC 3, and now because EA has opened it up, it's now UFC 4.
Still?
No, yeah,
Wow.
I just became a two belt champion with my top notch player name. That's my character's name. Player name.
Very creative.
Very creative. But he's number one. I get to like. I don't really like fighting in real life, but just like punching people in the side of the head on that game is so satisfying. There's just so.
The way you play that game irritates me.
Why? Because I just mollywop on people.
Yeah. And you lose because you run out of stamina, and then you get rocked.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have to restart.
But I've gotten better. Since you've seen me play, I've gotten a lot better. Like my ground game, even my character's ground game isn't that good, but I could hold it down with the best of them.
On my character on UFC 3, I never got past the title fight because I couldn't beat him because he would just take me to the ground and I couldn't defend it.
You have
with 99 ground defense.
Yeah, what that happened on 3 with me, and I just basically had to I lucked out and was able to beat that guy. After that, I did a lot of ground training, and it's really annoying, but it's like the best thing because then you could just defend. If you focus on just defending and you sit there in the same position, then the refs make you stand up. So then you automatically get back up, and then you can start wailing again.
No thanks, I uninstalled it.
Oh
I'm not gonna have any time to play games soon. Madden 22 comes out in 5 days.
Oh my gosh!
Friday, no,
it's
Thursday.
the biggest thing ever.
It's incredible.
Who's the cover again?
Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
the
it's
worst
a double.
cover they could ever do.
Why did they do a double? Well, it's not special when there's 2 people.
It is special when there's 2 people. It's only been done one other time, but the 2 people they chose are awful, and the cover has nothing to do with football. They're just sitting there. Literally, they're just like.
Are they doing a scheme like a scheme for all the games like they did last year? I like that.
They might, but
Maybe it fits with that.
Madden is first, so who knows? I know. Last year it was like the retro theme, and it looked cool. It looked like
it was the white and black with like the splash of colors.
No, it was
because UFC's like that, and
they're
Madden was like that.
They're all in the squares.
Yeah,
FIFA. Yeah, that's retro.
Oh, that's retro.
Yeah, that's that's the NHL 94.
Oh yeah.
Go on EA Play. NHL 94 is there.
Why don't they do that for all of them? That retro version of NHL. Come on.
I have no clue.
That would be so cool. I don't think Madden fans would actually appreciate it because I played Madden like 94 and 93. They suck.
Yeah, they did.
So maybe that's why.
I'm done talking about Madden. That's for my podcast.
That's for yours? This one has video game. This is the nerd stuff. Madden.
Your audience doesn't care about Madden.
Yeah, they do. Everyone cares about Madden. I mean, I don't play it that much.
Exactly.
But I like to know what's going on with it.
They added like the most new stuff for this game ever in Madden history. And not history, but like the last 10 years. This is the game that they've really tried.
What about the sweat?
It's Madden.
Can I see?
They have helmets on.
But it's not dripping?
No, they have helmets on.
That's
not how any of this works.
How do I know if they're sweating?
You might be able to see Derek Carr's eyeliner. That's pretty good.
I can't wait. So, new movie news. Let's see if you even care about it. Let's just see. There's only one like good one. There's one that I don't have. It's Why the Last Man. I haven't read the comic, so I don't
care
know
about a lot of things.
So there's the new Venom movie coming out. Do you care?
Actually, I will after I see the first one. But I'm interested to see because like he's working together with Venom.
Yeah, they changed it. It's for me it seems less dark and less like the comics, but it's cool. Whatever they got to do to sell a movie.
I wish it would be dark. Marvel doesn't do enough dark.
But this isn't Marvel. This technically this is Sony. This is Sony Spider-Verse.
That
technically,
makes sense. They suck.
Which is gonna be.
They suck.
Venom, if Morbius ever comes out, that's like in that realm.
I haven't watched a good Tom Holland Spider-Man movie yet.
I like both of them.
No, they suck. They're bad.
Tell me exactly why the last Spider-Man movie was bad.
Because it was just you watch it and you know everything that's gonna happen. It's so predictable. And
the last one had a big twist. Remember?
No,
it had an Iron Man 2 twist. Oh no, Iron Man 3 twist.
No. It really didn't.
Yeah.
It really didn't.
Yeah, it did.
What happened?
The villain wasn't the villain. We thought Mysterio came from another dimension. And we were all hoping for multi-dimensional stuff early.
No.
And it turned out it was a team of people that hated Tony Stark.
Why is that?
That's not what that character is.
That's predictable.
So if you came from like any Spider-Man lore, that's a whole new way to do Mysterio. There's never been a Mysterio like that.
No, I'm talking about me as someone who doesn't know that stuff.
Yeah, but then he can't die. That's the best part. Mysterio can't die.
But I said, as someone who isn't up with the standards of the comic books and watching the movies, I was like, "There's no way this guy's for real."
Oh, okay.
There's no way he's actually this.
Well, he was so campy too.
Yeah, and I just knew that wasn't what it was, and that wasn't what it was, it just made sense. And it's just Tom Holland's not a great Spider-Man. It's not believable.
I like him.
He's not.
I've lived through all the Spider-Mans.
I think Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man.
He was really great.
And I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man or as Peter Parker Because it was realistic.
But wasn't he like a little emo cool?
That's what but it was realistic. Like, if you woke up one day and you were like, I have spider powers now, you finna be a little emo.
I hate my life.
You finna be a little like, damn, no one really.
No one understands.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna feel like you the shit a little bit. Like that's how he played the character. So from a realism point, as like I said, someone who's not up with the comics, who's just like, I'm just watching this as the Spider-Man movie. I was like, yeah, like for Peter Parker to act like this after he had all the stuff he'd been with, like with his uncle and everything, the Spider-Man origin story, and now you become a mutant. Like, yeah, I understand.
Dude, I wonder. I was just thinking about this right now. I wonder if they do a Miles Morales, if Disney owns Miles Morales, so maybe the future in MCU, there's no Peter Parker Spider-Man anymore. It's just Miles Morales because they own him.
They should do it.
I think so too. That'd be so awesome.
Disney owns everything.
Except
I got an email today from Disney.
Saying that they own you.
I got an email from Disney saying that there was a new login for my ESPN fantasy football app.
How did they? What? They said you need a new login?
No, they said that there was because I logged into the app because fantasy football season's back.
So Disney told you, hey, someone's logging in.
Was like, yeah, someone logged into your account. Like, really?
They're like, hold up, Disney. I didn't even know you'd message me about this.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like,
how do you know someone went into my account?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, Disney Plus, what happened? Nope. They said someone went into your EA account, ESPN account.
So you're gonna watch? Did you watch the trailer for Carnage? Have you watched it?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I like the whole buddy. They're funny. They're kind of buddies, but he likes to eat people.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's cool.
I hope it's not cool.
I think it'll be. I didn't watch the first one. It looked like too Origins-y.
I hope that Tom Holland gets eaten at the end.
They always hint that he's gonna be in. They're not. He's not gonna be in them.
Yeah.
Well, he may be eventually. Eventually, I see that. That's what I think. I think they'll get rid of this Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. He'll go back to Sony. They'll mess up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Marvel's got a few good years out of him. They did good, and then they'll bring in they could bring in anybody now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I want a universe where like the Miles Morales game. Spoiler alert. Where they coexist.
Yeah.
But Peter Parker's like, okay, it's time for me to do some other things with my life. So you got this, Miles, right?
Where does he leaves New York?
Yeah, he leaves New York.
You know what? But Spider-Man's not cool unless he's in a city.
Yeah.
But you know what? The forest scene from Spider-Verse, that was cool.
Yeah.
Because he's not usually in forests a lot.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is swing. Yeah,
but you can't swing in like in the middle of the country where it's all flat. There's no swinging there.
That's facts. But you can web.
That's where he pulls out the spider car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Spider-Man LA, Spider-Man Miami. All right, hear me out. Let me have a Spider-Man game where it's like GTA, right? It's dynamic to where there's always crime going on. There's always stuff
and big ones like bank robberies and people getting mugged.
Yeah, there's always stuff going on. You have to pick and choose what's going on. Yeah, I mean you have to pick and choose who to help. Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of side missions, and after the main game, you can pick if you want to be good or evil. Not to an extreme point, but to the point where
no Infamous where you murder millions of people to get more power.
Not that, but Spider-Man goes from, he can save us, blah, 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 to, Spider-Man's here. I'm surprised Spider-Man's here. Because you don't do anything. Mm-hmm. That would be interesting. And, different cities, because
we're all
New
tired
York
of
is
New York.
stale.
New York, the New York and the Spider-Man game was pretty, it's good, but how much, I haven't played Miles Morales yet, but I'm assuming it's the same map. But with whatever's going on at the time.
It's the same map, but in the winter, so it's snowy.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm not going to play it on PS5, so I'm not going to get those cool load screens where you just shoot out of buildings and it's all...
What load screens?
Exactly.
PS4?
Exactly. When it gets cheap, eventually it'll be $20, and that's when I'll play it.
I haven't even played The Last of Us 2, and I love that game. And I haven't played it. I bought it in November. I haven't played it.
Maybe I'll play because they're going to remake the first one. Maybe I'll play it then.
What?
The Last of Us. They're remaking it
again.
Well, no, it was on PS3. They upscaled it for PS4,
Uh,
and now they're remaking it for PS5.
wow, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so maybe I'll play it by then. So, their attention. There's Tencent news. If you don't know who Tencent is, you don't know what's really going on in the game.
I don't.
You don't know. The game is Tencent. Tencent is basically they for at least 6 years been pouring money into different video game companies, like big companies, Ubisoft and maybe even EA. They made a big push into mobile gaming.
Yeah.
There's rumors, but before this news that I'm about to tell you, that they may be trying to make their own system.
Mm-hmm.
Or opening up an actual gaming
That'd be weird.
division.
Yeah.
They're like a huge conglomerate.
Yeah.
So, world news, China's like cracking down on video gaming.
What does that mean?
They're saying that that video games are bad and kids shouldn't be playing video games, and their laws are cheap. Like when they make a law, because they're communists, so they can make. I don't know if I can say communist on YouTube. When they change, when they say something, when they change what they're gonna do, like all the laws change, and so companies that are doing business in China are getting hit, and Tencent is one of them, and they lost like something like $13 billion or something like that worth of value because of this big old change. It's crazy. I was gonna invest in them, but it's not easy to invest in overseas stuff. Not as easy. I thought about it.
That's what happens with China. Like for real. That's why it's not good to do business because it can change so quick.
Yeah, and if I imagine if that was your business.
Yeah,
just like,
exactly.
And there's other facets to this that are going to be changing. Like I think there's some American ones that are going to be good. There's like some problems that are going to be happening. Maybe even with Nike too. Like as far as like manufacturing and stuff.
I don't know. Nike's manufacturing is already messed up, so they can't do much worse.
Yeah, they're having some other issues too with the D.
Nobody knows what that meant.
Nobody knows the Delta, but we don't have to talk about it. But anyways, I just thought that was interesting. You don't seem to think it's that interesting, so
It's interesting, but
you
didn't give a whole lot of information.
I know. Well, they lost $12 billion because of these new. They're trying to say they used to say they have like this thing like how many hours kids should play, like these like social rules or whatever, and it went from like 4 hours to 1.
Right, kids should never be on the game.
It said 1 hour maybe.
That's so crazy.
But on the other hand, they said pinball's good.
Yeah, like there's no cognitive.
No, it's just that they
at
decided
all in pinball.
They just decided they're super anti video game anyways. Like Nintendo, I don't know if you know this. Nintendo's had to make like other products to like sneak into China that are preloaded with Nintendo games on it.
Like what?
So there was one for Nintendo 64 and it had like 20 games. And then they came out with the GameCube type one. It was kind of like the Nvidia Shield, something like that. Or I might be wrong on that part. If it was like the Shield, because the Shield was like the last one that they tried to put games in. So there are Nintendo games that run basically off of like an Android off a PC because they had to put. I think it's like a VCR. Or it was like it's one thing, but it also plays video games, and then they could sell the video games.
Yeah.
But I don't think they do anymore. I think they're like whatever. The Switch is selling everywhere. We're fine.
The Switch isn't sold in China.
Wow. I mean, not legally, I don't think.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't think you can buy video games in China.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know, if you're wrong, we're going to have to apologize to China, right?
Well, I'm not going to John Cena it.
Wow. We're just calling out John Cena now?
Well, I mean, he's rich. He don't care. You don't have a problem with that. I think he does care. You know? Well, he can apologize in Chinese to me.
Wow. You hear that, John? Send your apology.
Oh man, let me see this article real quick. But I'm gonna look at this real quick, and you are gonna tell me there's a new update if you have the beta program or the beta thing for PlayStation. And they're allowing you to add your own RAM to your PlayStation 5. Like buy it online and then install it yourself. It's just like a few screws to get to where I think it's DDR5 RAM. Are you going to update your RAM?
I mean, I'd watch other people do it and then see what the actual tangible results are from that and see if there's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there was a huge difference, I would do it, honestly. I want the best experience. I paid $500 for this system. So I want the best experience you can ever give me. And if that involves, upgrading my RAM, then I'm going to do it because I want, like I said, I want the best experience possible. And if there's a huge difference in how game plays and stuff like that, then I'm going to do it. But I think my next big purchase is getting a new TV that has like HDR support and.
Can I have your old TV?
Yeah, go ahead. You bought it.
It's going on the wall.
Oh no.
Are you gonna go the same size?
I think I'm gonna get one. Like, what's that one?
I think that one's 55.
Then I'll probably just get like a 48. Honestly,
the bigger one's not. It doesn't work for that space.
It works. It's just it makes my room so hot.
Oh yeah.
And if I go off to college,
that's a PC problem
it's gonna be,
too.
A huge space problem.
Yeah.
Unless it's like just my whole wall, and one wall is dedicated to my TV. Well, I mean, I guess that's how my room is right now. So.
But I don't want you to, but you could put it up on the wall.
I don't trust myself to do that.
I know. I really didn't trust myself before I did it. I did 2 at a time. I really want to do my Samsung TV in the living room.
I think
that's ever gonna happen.
That's my next big purchase would be that.
It's not that big. It's only a few hundred.
TV.
It's only a few hundred.
You're talking to a college student.
What are you trying to get?
Like I said, HDR support, 4K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't go 8K. That's
it. That's my only. Those are my only caveats right now.
HDR.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want full. And high refresh rate.
Like 160. What is it? 160.
300 hertz. Now, whatever the standard is, whether it's 160 or 180, I want the highest hertz possible. Those are like my only caveats.
We're get under 5, especially Black Friday. You can get out good.
Black Friday, Amazon Prime Day. Oh wait, they don't have good sales.
So I'm gonna go back. I think I spread fake news on accident. Apparently there is video games in China. Mobile is a big thing in China. A lot of shit is just a lot of shit isn't
mandated.
No, it's all fake. Like there's a lot of fake shit. Like a lot of pirated stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
So I misspoke on that part. Sorry about that. But
sorry, China. We messed up.
I'm excited. I love getting new TVs. I just went to Best Buy. I was looking at them, but I'm not gonna upgrade my RAM in my PS4. Don't worry, guys.
Nobody was worried.
No one was worried about it. Next, and PlayStation rumors.
Oh no!
Kojima is secretly behind that abandoned Saga game that the nerds are really hitting hard right now on. We really want another Metal Gear or Silent Hill. I don't know why Silent Hill games are never good. They haven't been good since like the 90s. But everyone's like, can we get a new Silent Hill? Even though they've always suck.
This is facts.
They're always way shittier than Resident Evil games. Since the start, since the jump.
So to go back on what we were just talking about.
Oh yeah.
So 48 is not an option. It's 50-inch. 50-inch smart TV with high refresh rate. The cheapest one is $850.
You're not getting a high refresh rate.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get the high refresh rate. I'm just gonna get a 43-inch.
Oh, okay. So, first of all, I don't even believe these rumors that Hideo Kojima is behind Abandon and behind that blue box studio. I don't believe it. But people are so. It's like we're not. I want another Metal Gear game that's not Metal Gear Survive.
What's wrong with Metal Gear Survive?
Oh, it's just trash. They used the same engine from the last Metal Gear game before, which was amazing, and also an unfinished game. And they used it, and they just tried to do a cash grab, and it just wasn't good. It's like a zombie apocalypse. It's just, what happened?
I have no clue. That hurt.
Did something ring? Or was it just your ear?
No, just something felt uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. That was weird. It freaked me out. Okay, we'll cut that out. But have you played any of the Metal Gear games?
Not one of them.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing with your life?
Playing Madden and 2K.
Oh my god,
and Monster Jam.
You have time. I have all the Metal Gears. I have them all on multiple systems. You want to play Metal Gear 3 on 3DS?
Honestly, I had a lot of fun with my 3DS back in the day.
It's hard to go back with that lighting situation.
Yeah. It's very hard.
It's like, oh, I didn't realize this lighting was trash.
I used to be so bad at video games.
Used
I used to be awful.
Used to.
Yeah, used to.
You're good at 3 games.
Which ones?
You're good at Mario Kart.
I'm a goat at Mario Kart.
And you're good at Madden. And you're good at 2K.
I'm good at God of War.
You don't face people in God of War.
Well, I'm still good at the game.
How many of the sirens have you killed?
All of them except for 2.
Oh, you can't get... Yeah, so you haven't got to the big one?
No.
She's so hard. I'd have to replay the game. Like, I'd have to do another New Game Plus to get my skills honed again, and then try to go beat all 7 again, and then go beat the last one to even have a chance.
Yeah, I tried to just off a whim, and I was like, "Oh, she different."
Oh
okay.
yeah, she's
no. I even put it on easy, and I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, they're all like F whatever difficulty you think this is gonna be.
Yeah.
This is gonna be ultra hard.
It was fun though. I had fun defending.
That game is like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for me. It's so good.
Yeah, it's the best game ever. I'm good at The Last of Us.
Oh,
I just wanted the story the last time I played. I put it on the easiest difficulty, and I just played through the game. It took
every
me
time
like
I try
a
to
day.
play it, like I get through the same section.
What section is that?
Like I make it through the beginning part.
What section do you get stuck on?
No, I don't get stuck. I just get bored.
Yeah, exactly. Which one?
Like right at the beginning of the game, once you go through that first initial like run away in the truck and stuff like that, then it fast forwards to the future and everything's destroyed. Then you're supposed to go look for shit, and then I get bored and I stop playing. Oh my god! I'm not good. I'm not. If you know what, if I had someone play it and get through like the first hour and a half, no more tutorials. I'll just figure it out.
That walking section, yeah, it's boring. And then you have to do one puzzle. You have to pick up a piece of wood to get to another area and lay it on the floor. Once you get past that, you fight a zombie, and then you run from the cops. Like, in the immediate next section.
Okay.
You need to get past this 5 minutes.
I can't, man. It's so boring.
No.
I literally get tired
past
playing.
the 5 minutes, and you'll be okay.
That's a problem. It's a big problem I have. It's like the first hour and a half of video games. If it doesn't capture me with like a mechanic or something, oh, I'm checked out. Like, there's so many RPGs I can't
terrible.
start. It is terrible. I agree. There's a lot of really great games that I can't get through the first like hour. But there's something I keep. There's that Xbox game with the little white wisp thing. What is that thing? Anyways, there's 2 of them. The second one's called the Will of the Wisp. It's I can't remember what the actual game is called, but that's like the attack. But that game is like a side scroller, kind of like Hollow Knight situation, but it's a little bit faster. And I get bored. I went for like 2 hours, and everyone tells me that game is really good and the sequel is even better, and I just can't. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I get real bored.
I have that problem too, but also not really. Like, I just don't start games. That's my problem.
I have a lot of games just in my library right now that is downloaded, and yeah, it's hard sometimes. I
agree. It's hard to exist.
It's hard to. It's like, especially like I really want to play Dragon Quest. What's the one on
Dragon Quest
10?
Builders?
No, Builders looks kind of cool too, but Dragon Quest 10 and can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I can't look. It's that guy. It's that guy in the middle, but I don't know what
Patrick Mahomes.
No, the guy next to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
But I can't. Oh, here I can look at the games here, but I just don't. I just can't, man. I can't with like these boring intros. And I've multiple generations of video games that people have been telling me to play Last of Us.
Yeah.
And
you told me to play it.
I know, because I know it's a good game.
And then I played it, and then you were like, "Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. I hope you enjoyed it."
You said, "Damn, that's crazy."
Man, that's cool that you played that game. I ain't never playing that game though.
I want a PSP again. Hey, Sony, can you guys make a Gen 2 PSP?
Just buy a PlayStation.
Don't you dare say
Vita.
that. No, I can't play any of my current games on there.
What do you mean?
I don't even know if the Vita has remote play for the 5. It did for the 4, but I don't know about the 5.
Nah, they wouldn't do that.
Exactly. I need a PS Vita too. PS Muertos.
What's some Muertos?
Dead. Because Vita is alive.
Oh my gosh. I would really enjoy it, but I don't know if they're in development.
They need to be.
I don't. It's like they can't do a VR headset and a system and a portable.
Hey Sony, you want to make some free money? Make a handheld.
They're not listening. They don't want to.
They need to. Hey, Sony, I'm giving y'all a free
I don't
game
understand
again.
how you can make the best handheld ever. Basically, it was so good, and then just be like, "Hey, we're not gonna make any more games for that." So
Yeah,
you
I
wanna,
don't know what happened.
if you want to port your
Whoa,
JRPGs to them, that's
conspiracy,
cool.
conspiracy. Nintendo paid them off.
Nintendo's like, "Here's $1 billion."
Nintendo gave them a bag to get out of the market because they were already working on the Switch at that point. Because right at that time is when the Wii U came out
Oh yeah, they were already working on
and the
Switch.
3DS. So they were already working on the Switch.
They gave us a half a Switch.
And what did the Vita do? The whole thing with the Vita was taking your games from the PS4 on the go with the Vita.
Oh, that's true.
I remember commercials of people doing that. He was at home. He checked his
Did
clock.
that
He's
really
like, "Oh,
work? Did that really work? Like they said?
I have
it
no
worked?
clue. I didn't have a PlayStation when I had a Vita.
Oh,
I didn't have a PlayStation.
what a poor kid.
No, I had an Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Shut up." So he was sitting on the couch. He was playing the baseball game, the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was late for work. He looked at his wrist. He was like, "Oh snap, I'm late." And then he left the house and took his game from the TV to the Vita, and he was walking across this bridge playing, right? In 7th grade, me was like, "That's a good idea."
That's what I got to do.
So I tried to do that one time walking home. I was just like, "This is not an efficient way to travel. I'm just looking down the whole time."
Yeah, it's not.
And I was just like, "No, I can't do it." But that was the whole point of the Vita, was that. And then they said, "We're not going to support it anymore." Sounds like Nintendo gave them a bag.
It's all like,
and was
here's a bag.
"Hey guys,
Would you like this yen?"
y'all did this like years before we have ours. We need y'all to stop doing
In
that."
some ways, the Vita is better than the Switch.
In every way, the Vita and the Switch look the same. They have the same graphical capabilities.
Oh yeah.
They have like a lot of the internals are the same.
Okay, and it's funny. It's just the time you come out, right? Because the Vita was super expensive, and the Switch is like super cheap to make.
Yeah,
now.
but the Vita also was sold for a lower price point.
Oh yeah, they always
The Vita sold for $250.
They always sell under. Sony always sells under.
Yeah, and the Switch
lose
they
profit
tried
for a long
to they
time.
tried to sell the Switch OLED for $350 when it was $4
for like
more
3
to make.
days. For like
Yeah.
3 days, they're like, never mind. Excuse us.
Let's not do that, guys. Hey, Sony, expose Nintendo for giving y'all a bag.
We talked to Sony a lot in this one. Sony's like a big one. Hey,
Well,
Sony.
they need to listen. Like,
Someone
it
put
is
this on
what it
Twitter.
is.
Hashtag Sony.
Hashtag conspiracy.
Hashtag
Nintendogs. What?
some nerd stuff. So I have a story about how you're talking about how you're trying to walk and play video games. I'm not the main person, but I was there. So set the scene. It's 2000. It's crazy. We just thought we were gonna die,
Yeah.
and
Wish we would've.
we're all living our best life. We're like, are the computers gonna work? And they did. Turns out they did. Turns out it's just an update. It was just one Java update, and we were good. Well, me and my brother walking down a rainy street in Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
And my brother is deciding to play his blue Game Boy Color while we were walking. And just kept telling, come on. And and he didn't even look where the curb was. And he stepped off the curb and fell. And he fell the worst way. He fell, arms went out. He hit his elbows. And then the Game Boy in his hand slapped against the ground. And this Game Boy game it was like it took off running and it slid across the street, all the way across the street, right into a storm gutter.
What luck.
And it was
luck.
And it was a great game. It was the Pokemon trading card game. It was a great game, and we didn't have it for years because we had to wait to buy another one used. And it was
awful.
And I remember looking at him like, let's just go, come on. Like, it's too disappointing to sit out here in the rain staring at a gutter, just washing all the water, just rush in. It was too depressing, so it was kind of... So I'm just confirming, it's not a good idea to walk across a bridge with a Vita.
I wasn't that dumb to play it while in the rain. I think we've all had that thought, though, of like, what if I just threw my phone down here? Like, what would happen? Like, what if as I'm walking past this gutter, a bird flies and I drop my phone and it goes right in? Like, what's next?
I was in an elevator with a guy, and we have like phones that are like handhelds for work, and he goes, I used to put my handheld to stop the elevator from closing, and then I thought, what if it goes down there?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Like, what if? I want to test it. Well, I mean, in that case, all that would happen was like, elevator, go crash.
Well, see, the Game Boy was indestructible, so the Game Boy was fine, even in the water and all that stuff. The game probably was fine too. Somebody found it on the other end, and it was probably fine. A Vita, though, you would have broke that screen so hard.
Yeah. My Vita was in such good shape when I traded it into GameStop.
I know. I'm a part of that generation too. I'm done with this. Sell it for less than half the price.
Wasn't even, there was no. I got to the point where it was like I played everything I was interested in.
But now you're interested again.
No, not in a Vita, because there's still nothing to play.
Can't do that.
There's still nothing to play on a Vita.
Yeah, there's some sick JRPGs.
Well, that was
Persona,
the end of the
Persona
episode, guys.
3,
We'll see you guys next week. That is
Persona
all for
3.
today.
Persona 3 Gold Edition. That doesn't sound cool to you?
No, that sounds the opposite of cool. That sounds hot. Because I would be hot trying to play that.
So, another topic that I wanted to bring up to you, even though I don't think you have anything to say about this, because I don't even think you've ever watched this content. The creators of South Park, the show that's been on longer than your life, they got
The Simpsons?
$900 million for a few more seasons and some movies. $900 million. Are you going to watch any of these movies? Are you going to watch one South Park episode that these people are going to create?
I'm not. I'll watch the clips when they pop up on Twitter as response memes.
Oh, do you watch
and
those?
that's
You
about
see
as
clips?
much. Yeah.
So you know like the gist of it?
Twitter is the greatest app you've ever used in your life.
I don't use Twitter.
I was on Twitter one time, and they were ranking Steve from American Dad, his songs. And I was like, this guy can sing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Steph MacFarlane. He's a great singer.
Like, I was like, he got it like that. Like, this little nerd can sing.
You know that guy did a Christmas album?
Now that I know that, I feel like I need it.
Yeah. I'm pretty. He's like old classic-y, show tune sounding old Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so
I need it now.
that works perfectly for Christmas songs.
It really does. I don't like listening to old music because it just reminds me of Christmas music, and I hate with
You
a
hate
passion.
when it's not Christmas time?
Yes, I hate that because I just want to be in the Christmas spirit 24/7, right? But if it's too far, I just get mad because I can't enjoy this. It's too far.
You can't even be excited that it's coming. It's because it's too far. It's depressing.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. 24/7. And it sucks. I'm going to Big Lots weekly to see when they put their Christmas stuff out.
It's soon because I was at the dollar store and the fall stuff was already out.
Yeah.
So
it's
creeping.
out already.
It's creeping.
Last year I went on not last year, the year before. On September 6th or something like that, and they had it out. No, I lied to you. It was the end of September because it was week 3 of the NFL season because I was watching the game on my phone.
While you were shopping?
Yeah, and they had Christmas stuff out. So I know it's sometime in September.
It's too early. It's too early for us normies. Can we get through Halloween and Thanksgiving?
October is like Christmas Eve. That's like, the anticipation.
Uh-huh.
And then November is like Christmas Day because it's there.
Oh, my God. That's too much.
It's not.
This is a real problem, people. I think they think you're joking.
I'm not joking. This is legit.
This is 100%
This is
the life that he
300%
lives.
legit. That's not a joke.
He lives every day for him is how many days till Christmas
Facts.
Day?
129.
He starts counting the day after Christmas.
No, that's cap. I start counting 100 days out.
100 days.
When my wallpaper that counts down the days of Christmas stops being in triple digits,
I'm pretty
it's
sure in
on
January.
my phone.
I'm pretty sure in January I got a message from you that 300 days till Christmas.
Yeah, it might have been a troll. I might have sent it as a troll.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
there's only like 19 Tuesdays till Christmas.
I'm like, let my bank recover before you start talking to me about Christmas again.
Nah. You got to deal with it.
We're going to do this Christmas. It's going to be a true Christmas spirit situation. And I'm just going to send you good tidings.
How about this? Here's an idea. Legit. Here's an idea. How about for Christmas? I might do this. We just send each other money. Right? But you have to get gifts. You can't just like, I'm going to buy a digital game. You have to get yourself gifts. And then you're the only one who knows what you got yourself. Right? But it's from that person. So like you're the one that's surprised when you open up the gift from you.
Oh my god.
No, like it's a weird concept, but I feel like it's interesting. Like you give me $100, say go get your Christmas present.
Whoa, 100.
It's just an
Damn.
example, right?
That's a high example, everybody.
But listen.
Okay.
I go get my Christmas present.
Uh-huh.
I have them all wrapped up. And then on Christmas Day, I open them in front of you like this is what you got me, basically.
Dude, that already happens to me. You know how many times somebody opens up a gift and I'm like,
All of them.
and I'll go, what did we get? What is that what we got them? Is that ours?
But I just feel like it's interesting.
And they say thank you so earnestly, and I just say, you're welcome.
I don't like that idea.
And
I
had
know
no idea.
everyone. I know everything that everyone gets because I have to wrap it all.
Yeah, because you hide it all. So you're the Christmas bank.
One day
We all put our deposits
One day
in.
I'm gonna take the deposits.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with little girl clothes?
Sell them on Facebook.
Oh my gosh, you're a horrible person.
Someone's Christmas has gotten better. It's just not my niece's.
I gotta pull you back out of this freaking Christmas nonsense.
What you mean?
I'm
What
gonna
you
have
mean,
to
my
hear
boy?
this all. I'm
You
gonna
gotta
hear
see it
this.
through.
I'm gonna hear that. So, out of all the internet, you're the only one that's ready. Did you watch Suicide Squad yet?
Doors open slightly.
Are you gonna watch Suicide Squad? Is it important
Probably
to
at
you?
some point, but not yet.
You don't want to see Harley?
Have you finished Space Jam? What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
You know.
Don't come to me talking about another movie
let me
until
tell
you
you-
finish
let me tell
the
you-
last 20 minutes of
Let
Space
me
Jam.
tell you what I told you.
It is 20 minutes.
I told you shouldn't bring this up again.
Put that on right now. Put it on.
No, we're not gonna watch it right now.
We're recording this 2 hours earlier than we normally do.
Yeah, but
You got the time.
I don't have time. I have
40
I have
minutes.
editing I have to do, and I'm actually editing
I
now.
upload everything and to the tags and everything, so you ain't got to do that.
Yeah. So that's when I'm going to bed.
Oh, it'll be like 10 o'clock by then.
Yeah, that's when I go to bed.
Cat, watch Space Jam.
I can try. I'll try to. Don't make me lie to you. Don't make me
No,
lie.
watch. You already did all the work.
Yeah.
You sat through the exposition.
Yeah. It was too much.
Finish it.
It was
You
too much.
sat through the exposition already.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Because you already watched you watched all the bad parts. You sat through it all already. You already went through the whole exposition and like the team building part, the part that nobody really liked.
Yeah.
You sat through it already.
Yeah.
Now watch the fun
And I
part.
seen what was on the horizon, and I was like,
Well, you don't even know what's on the horizon.
and it seemed nonsensical.
You don't even play
I'm like,
Forza.
I'm like, oh my god, look, it's the Iron Giant. There's the Iron Giant again.
Dex is gonna take my place.
He's gonna take your place.
Yeah,
He'll agree with me, because
No, he
I'll be feeding him treats the whole time.
that's all it takes.
No, we'll see. I'll just keep giving her treats. Like, "Arr."
That's all it takes for him
Yeah.
to win your approval.
That's all. Yeah, that's exactly. That's all it will take. Okay, I'll
Podcast is no longer valid.
I'll try to. I'll serious. I'm not lying. I'll try to watch Space Jam this
if
week.
we get to next week and you haven't watched the
I'll try
27
to watch it.
minutes you have left of Space Jam,
You're asking a lot.
that will be the end of the episode.
Oh my god. We'll ask.
So
Ask
you
an hour in.
better talk
So,
about it at the end.
We're gonna hold on to it until the whole hour, and I'll be like, I'll let you know. I'm gonna let you know.
'Cause
I'll try to watch
If you haven't watched Space Jam, by the time the next episode comes out, I am walking off the set.
What are you doing? Why are you gonna walk
I am
off?
walking off the set.
Why are you
I will die on this hill.
You're gonna be mad when I don't like it.
Me and LeBron.
You're gonna be mad when I don't like it.
LeBron died for our sins.
Oh my gosh.
He saved the universe. You would know that
He's
if you watched the end of Space
basketball
Jam.
Jesus.
He is basketball Jesus. And Michael Jordan is basketball Judas.
You're so stupid. Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player to ever live.
See, you had laughed after because even you don't take
No,
yourself
because
seriously.
I know you're gonna be triggered. This isn't your podcast about basketball, okay?
Well, when you bring it up,
I didn't bring up it.
Michael Jordan's not a better scorer than LeBron.
Oh
He's not
my
a better
gosh.
passer than LeBron. He's not a better defender than LeBron. He's not a better rebounder than LeBron.
I've just lost it. I've lost it all.
You brought it up, not me. So if you want to talk about who's a better basketball player, it's LeBron. If you want to be, he's 6-0 in the finals, he's the greatest. Okay, you can have that. Here's your cookie. But who's better at basketball is LeBron by a mile.
You know who's better at basketball?
Airbud.
Dex.
almost the same person.
Airbud, they needed like 5 dogs. Dex, the one dog, the whole movie. We could tell. Air Dex.
I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next week. And that's all that we have for the day.
That is all that we have.
It is all that we have. I thought this was gonna be fake
No.
outro number 2.
Unless you have something else. You have that. You have something that. You have something you're gonna go watch this week. Something that is exciting other than Madden.
I bought the Space Jam Crocs,
Oh man.
and I have to say, day 1 with Crocs, I enjoyed thoroughly. My feet didn't get hot.
Did you
They
wear
were
socks?
comfortable. Yes.
You
I'm
wore
not a
socks?
monster.
You wore socks with
For-
the Crocs?
They're rubber. You know what sweat and rubber feels like together?
No, because I would never put Crocs on my feet.
That just sounds awful. No, of course I wore socks. I'm not a monster or a Caucasian.
Whoa.
I went there.
Whoa. I would against China, you would against all white people.
Look, Caucasians. If you're not wearing socks with your Crocs, I am talking about you. You are a monster.
We could tell who you are because you got Swiss cheese for feet.
Yeah, how do you not? Yeah, exactly. You got a tan on your foot. How do you not wear socks with your Crocs? You know, you like the feel of sweaty feet with rubber shoes on? I don't even know what that sounds
I don't
like.
know,
That just
man.
sounds awful.
I know that's not your flyest look with socks and your Crocs.
But it was pretty fly.
Oh my
Like I said, I have the Space Jam Crocs, so it is pretty fly.
What if I get Legend of Zelda Crocs?
If they come out, I will support you.
Maybe Super Mario. One's red, one's blue, with yellow accents.
Wouldn't one be green and one red?
No, it's not Luigi.
One of them would be Luigi and
It's
one of them would be
it's just Mario.
I don't like it. Turn it off.
Just Mario. Then I gotta pull off green and blue and red and blue.
Yes. Just get the Princess Peach pair that's pink and yellow.
I mean, that sounds a little poppin'. I'm not gonna lie. What's your next colorway of Crocs gonna be?
Probably none.
None? You're not convinced to buy another pair?
Not really. Not till these are really bad. That's the thing about Crocs I was thinking about. Is like you don't clean Crocs. They just kind of like get trash and you
It's like
kinda move
Vans.
on.
They're like
Yeah.
Vans.
You just kind of move on. You just kind of move on one day.
It's just like, yeah, of course they're tattered and ripped, and the white's all like gross looking because they're supposed to look like that.
Yeah, and then I just move on. I'm gonna move on quick from these
Because they're not good.
because I don't want to trash them. They're Space Jam Crocs.
Oh.
All right, that's all we have.
What about okay? If you can guess right now, it's hard because there's not enough time. But if you could say that they're gonna do another Space Jam movie, and there's like a young rookie person, who would the young player be that could be in a third Space Jam movie?
Are we talking about? So LeBron is the perfect storm. Michael Jordan was not the perfect storm. No, I'm serious. This is a real thing. Let me make my point. Michael Jordan was a basketball player.
Yes.
LeBron is a basketball player in the same sense that Michael Jordan was, where he's undoubtedly the best.
Uh-huh.
Now it's different. LeBron's 36.
Yeah.
But he's, since 2000, whenever Kobe stopped being in his prime, he's been undoubtedly the best.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also the most marketable player in the league.
Yeah, true.
Michael Jordan was that because he won. But as a person, he wasn't that. He was not the most marketable player. Yeah, exactly. So are we talking about as far as marketability or as far as
I guess it has to be
who
marketability.
can be the GOAT? Like,
I guess it has
who
to be
can be up
marketability.
there?
It has to be
Well,
marketability.
based on marketability,
It's hard because it's like just because there's a young guy now doesn't mean that he would be that in 10 years.
I would say Zion Williamson or LaMelo Ball would be those
Man,
guys.
can you hear his dad? If you
Gosh, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. No, I take it
My
back.
son's in the next Space Jam.
Not LaMelo Ball.
Just because his dad has ruined it for
Yeah,
him.
but Zion, because he's had kind of the same kind of like chosen one thing as LeBron has had since high school. He's been really hyped up.
What if you called it right now? What if this is it? What if you're calling it?
And I need to be rich.
Well, you need to start the contracts.
Bet. So Zion has had the same thing. He's playing really well. He's just in New Orleans that nobody cares about. Like Cleveland, when LeBron went there, nobody cared about Cleveland until he made Cleveland a thing.
He's gonna make him care.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of the same thing.
So 20.
But hold on. LaMelo Ball, it's a real thing
Uh-huh.
because he's a great player. He's marketable because you know about, like you just said it, you know about the Ball family.
Yeah.
Since they were 13.
For like a decade or something.
Yeah, you know about the Ball family. And if he stays in Charlotte his whole career, Michael Jordan is the GM of the Hornets.
Oh, dang. So there might be a connection
so,
there.
Exactly. So there's already that thing there. So if they're talking about if LaMelo Ball can get up there, then that would be an interesting thing for a sequel.
So you guys are hearing it first. Space Jam 3 is already in development for a 2032 release. There has to be some time. There are always decades between each other. With what's the name? Ball. LaMelo Ball.
Or Zion Williamson.
It could be. It's a versus. It's like Batman versus Superman.
European version, Luka Doncic.
God, how do you memorize all these players' names?
You want a full list?
No, I don't. Okay.
Luka Doncic.
So,
Giannis
thank you
Antetokounmpo,
for
LeBron
joining
James,
us tonight,
LaMelo
guys.
Ball, Miles Bridges,
We really appreciate
Mikal
it.
Bridges,
I'm Nathan,
Frank Kaminsky,
and this is your
Chris
boy.
Paul,
This
Kevin
is your
Durant,
boy
Kyrie
Trey,
Irving, James Harden,
and this
Joe
is
Harris,
some nerd stuff.
Alfred Payton, Mo Bamba.
Thank you, everybody.
Derrick Rose.
No, how do you know I didn't cut your audio already?
How are you gonna discriminate against my brand of nerd?
How do you know I didn't cut your
audio?
audio?
How are you gonna discriminate against my brand of nerd?
I'm not
I'm done with this
discriminating.